So I am driving the 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe. This is the limited edition. I have purchased the Calligraphy edition. However, long story short, they needed to tweak some things, so they loaned me the limited. So what I'm gonna do is show you the difference between the limited version and my version, which is the Calligraphy version. So let's get started. All right, so the interior is beautiful on both cars. However, the Calligraphy looks a little bit different than this one. Okay, so the interior of this car and my car is supposed to be pretty much the same, but I'll definitely point out the differences that I have noticed. First, on the Calligraphy, there are two chargers. On this version, the limited, just one side is a charger. The other side is just, I guess, a place for you to lay your phone. This color interior is the same as mine. This is what they're calling their gray. And it has two tones, so it's dark gray and light gray. It has a faux wood panel on the side. It does have the fingerprint like mine does as well. It also has the long panel, the digital panel display. As you can see, it has Apple, wireless Apple Play, because right now that is what I have on. Here's one of the bigger differences. Well, let me open up the back. So you have one sunroof in the front, you have another sunroof in the back. But here's the biggest difference that I see so far. In the limited, there are not captain seats. So you have the 3-passenger part back here, and then in the back, which right now you can't see because they're laid down, but there's 2 additional seats in the back. So one of the biggest differences is the limited can sit 7 and the Calligraphy can only sit 6 because the middle row has 2 captain seats and not this little middle piece right here. Another thing they talk about is the leather. The leather on this limited is not the Napa leather. It's just, I guess, their other leather version. Whereas mine, the Calligraphy, has the Napa leather. So I'm going to get out and show you the outside now. Oh, here's the other difference. This material, I don't know how you describe it. But it is like a material. I know that sounds crazy. But I don't know what this is. It feels a little spongy actually. But on mine, on the Calligraphy, this is all suede. It's not this material. So that's another difference. Oh, and one of the other bigger differences is up here. In the limited, there is no heads-up display. But on the Calligraphy, there is a heads-up display. Both vehicles come with a Bose sound system. I believe it's the limited as well as the Calligraphy. Another difference are the wheels. My wheels, as you'll see, are all blacked out. This one comes with the two-tone. It has the silver, whereas mine is blacked out. The rest of it actually looks the same as far as the front, the back. But like I said, on this one, you'll see that it has the silver writing and mine is all blacked out. So let's go pick mine up and then I'll do the comparison and you'll see the difference between the 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe Limited versus the Calligraphy. Let's go. And we are back. So I have now picked up my 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe Calligraphy version, and I'm going to show you the difference between the Limited that I was loaned versus the Calligraphy that I own. All right, here we go. So one of the first things that I showed you that you will notice about mine that's different is this part right here. Now in the Limited, only this side was the charger, but on the Calligraphy, both sides charge phones. Everything else, like I said, was pretty much the same color interior, except for I think this steering wheel has the two-tone. The other one I think was just the gray all the way around. I think that is another difference. Also, like I was telling you, my interior is suede versus whatever that spongy like material was on the Limited version. All right, so also, my interior has the Napa leather versus the other leather that comes with the Limited version. I think the Napa only comes with the Calligraphy version. Also, like I showed you before, the Calligraphy has the captain's chairs. It does not have that seat in the middle. So whereas that one is a 7-passenger, this one is absolutely a 6-passenger ride. Still has that sunroof in the back just like the other one. So yeah. Now I'm gonna go outside and show you the difference in the outside versus the other one. So as stated before, both cars have the Bose sound system, which is pretty awesome. It has a really good sound. All right, so mine has the 21-inch tires with the black rims. I think they call this the blackout version because everything is black, just like the Hyundai emblem is black on this one and it was silver on the other one. And around the back, you'll see that the Santa Fe is also black and the emblem back here is also black. So this is, and then they come with the back windows tinted, but I am taking mine to get the front windows tinted tomorrow. So then it'll definitely be the all blacked out version. If we get into the rear, the Limited does not have this either. This is that thing where you can push it in and stick your hand in to climb up on the roof racks. It has a key that I'll show you inside. Right here, there's a key that you have to twist in order to unlock this so that, you know, some random person just can't come in and stick their hand in your car. I keep mine locked because I don't think I'll ever be putting anything on top. That's just, yeah. But anyways, that's something else that the Limited does not have that the Calligraphy does. All right, we're getting into the back seat of the car right now. The cup holders, it has two. They are on the back door. I don't know how much I love that, but I mean, especially if you have kids. I don't, so it's not a big issue, but I would think if you had kids, that might be an issue. So I just found out that these little things are to hang grocery bags on. I never knew that, so I thought that's interesting. Still a lot of that H emblem, and even right here, there, as you see, is a big H for Hyundai. They definitely branded this car so that no one could think that it's not a Hyundai. But anyway, so it has these hooks on the back. It has the little thing back here. It does have a lot of storage. This is a drawer that you see I have some things in already. But it also opens from the back, some stuff that I have in here where I can open it from the front and the back. That's one of their selling points too. It has the chargers on the side of the seats. Now, I used to have a Palisade, and so the Palisade also had this, so I'm familiar with that. One thing that the Palisade has that this one does not have is you could control the temperature back here. On this console, this one does not. So like I said, you have the vents right here, but you can't control it. The person in the front can. However, what's really cool is on the third row, you actually can control the temperature back here. So I thought that was really neat. And there's also a AC plug-in plug back here, as well as a C charger. I still have plastic back here that needs to be come off. But yeah, so I thought that was really cool. Back here, it's a lot of room back here. Also, these seats on the second row, you can kind of put this wherever you want, but they recline. They do recline back, so I thought that was super neat for the people who are sitting on the second row. And one more feature that I thought was really cool, I don't know how necessary it is, but I'll take you back to the front seat, the driver's seat, and I'll show you what it can do. So like I said, one of the other selling points of this car is that the actual driver's seat reclines, or I don't know if it reclines, but the leg post comes out, so I'll show you. Almost like you're in a recliner in your house. And if you wanted to lay the chair back, you can most definitely do that. So if I was sitting here waiting in carpool, or if I was just sitting in my car having a moment, I could definitely relax in this car. Now, this feature does not work if you are driving. I think they're like, no ma'am, you will not be falling asleep in this car. But it does have that functionality, which I thought was super cool. And one of the last things is this fingerprint thing, which is very techy. Again, I don't know how needed it is, but it is cool. So when I turn the car on, let me show you. This pops up and it asks me to verify it with my fingerprint, which I'm going to do. And then it says it's been verified, and then it comes on with all of the information. So again, super excited. Super excited about my 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe. Now, I will say this. When the 2020 Palisade came out, I was obsessed with that car. I had to have it, did all this research. And don't get me wrong, I literally loved my Palisade. But there were a lot of kinks that hadn't been worked out because it was the first, Palisade ever. And so I told myself, okay, I'm not going to buy a car when it first comes out again because I want all the kinks worked out. And I will have to say that I picked up my Santa Fe last Wednesday, and on Saturday, which was only 2 or 3 days later, I had some issues with it. All of the lights on the dashboard, the battery light, the brake light, the TPS system, all of that was just on for no reason in the middle of me driving down a very major highway. So I got a little concerned and went back to the dealership, and they were super nice. Like I said, they gave me a loaner car. They definitely wanted to see what was wrong because, the car was 3 days old. But it is now fixed. I have now picked it up. And so prayerfully, that's the only issue we're going to have with this car. But I am a Hyundai loyalist. I had a Hyundai Tucson. And then, like I said, I got rid of the Tucson and got a Palisade. And so I've sold my Palisade, and now I have this Santa Fe. So I'm pretty brand loyal. I pretty much love Hyundai because I feel like they give you the biggest bang for your buck. No other car is going to give you this level of luxury. I'm talking luxury level things that I'm going to pay this amount of money for. Everything else in the same arena was like $60,000, $70,000, $100,000. And yeah, that's not in my price range. So, I am known as the bougie on a budget chick. the penny pinching princess, whatever you want to call me. But yeah, I like to have luxury, but I like to have it at a good price. And so for me, Hyundai is definitely that brand that gives me that. So here's hoping that this will be a success story, because I will have to tell you that I literally am obsessed with this Hyundai Santa Fe 2024. All right, so I'm driving the car and it keeps going, the screen keeps going black. I'm gonna try to catch it when it does it. Sometimes when I cut the blinker on, it does it. But let me see, I was changing. There it goes right there. It goes black just like that. When I was trying to change the car thing.
1.2 miles, traffic light, camera ahead.
Just like that again, see? There it goes again, going black. It's doing it like every 2 minutes now. Just sitting here at the light. There it goes again. Now it's like every minute.